Hi you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you saw the last renovation episode, you saw that my husband started building our cabinet boxes. Actually chose and ordered our cabinet doors to be made, and then it was time for us to start installing the cabinets and the doors and everything else. Installing bottom cabinets isn't that complicated. You do need your walls to be somewhat level, your floor to be somewhat level, and your boxes to be super level. But even with our non-so-level walls, we made it work, no problems. But when it comes to uppers, drilling a hole into tile walls and concrete is just so hard. We ended up switching the drill and going with a very strong drill, but still it took my husband hours to complete just drilling the holes. Ended up using a piece of wood and a side table as some sort of support, and we were able to put our cabinet boxes on top of that, which is much smarter and easier than holding the cabinets up all the time. He ended up putting the cabinets, each cabinet box up once, marking where the holes needed to be, putting it down, drilling the hole into the wall, and then putting the cabinet box up again and screwing it into the wall. And then he moved on to installing the doors, and you just saw me taking a picture for my Instagram stories. And yeah, actually ended up putting the hardware for our upper cabinet doors before installing the doors. We just figured it would be easier. So when it comes to countertops, we had a very difficult time finding a countertop that we liked, which I feel like is a theme. We had a really hard time picking our cabinet doors. I just live in a place where we don't have tons and tons of options, and especially when it comes to countertops, you can't really go buy a slab here. The stones come in pieces, and people usually just go for granites. So not a lot of places have different options. I searched so much, and I probably visited every countertop place that's around us, and they either only had granite or there was this other type of stone which was beautiful. It was green and black, very beautiful, but just didn't think it was gonna work with our kitchen. I wanted something really light. There was this one place that I found that had the countertop, but like the rest of this renovation, there was problems with it. This is the stone that I chose, but as you can see, it's like in pieces and it doesn't come in a large piece. Probably have some seams, but I don't know, this is the best one I've seen. I'm just so into the veins and the color. This is the prettiest one, and that's a small piece back there. I really love this one. Just wish it came in a large size. Okay, so a little update. We have the countertops. I didn't get to film anything because these are so heavy, and like there were a lot of people, like 5-6 people trying to install these, and I didn't feel comfortable, and I was kind of really anxious to see it installed, so I didn't film anything. We did have some gaps that I just filled in with some caulk. Like I think I mentioned it before. We live in a small town. We don't have a lot of countertop options. I had a really hard time finding something that I liked. I'm really happy with the countertop itself. Not very happy with the fabricators. There were gaps. It wasn't like a very precise cut and measurement and anything like that. But we made it work, and overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm trying not to show everything right now, but we have a sink, we have our faucet. This is what I was telling you guys about the countertop not being one solid piece and having seams. Oh my god, I have stains there. Excuse the mess. I thought it would really bother me, but right now it doesn't. I don't think it looks that bad. It's obviously not seamless, but I think it looks okay. I don't know. And especially because we went with this trim, it kind of matches with the sink, and I think they look nice next to each other. I'm usually not a silver type of person, but for a sink, like I said before, I do like a stainless steel sink, and this is right next to the sink, so I feel like they look nice next to each other. We did consider putting in a brass trim, but I felt like this one looked much better next to the sink. Okay, so when it comes to the bottom cabinets, lower cabinets, we can't really have like two doors here, obviously, because our drawers are going to be in front of that bottom section, that side. So that's just going to be completely covered. And we can't put the hinges on this side of the box, of the cabinet, because if we were to put the hinges on this side, then our handle would be on that side and the drawers wouldn't be able to open, you know. They would hit the handle. So what we're doing is we're putting these pieces here. They're just leftovers, scrap pieces that we had. We're just putting them here. As you saw earlier, we attached them very thoroughly. You can't see anything on this side, but on the other side they're pretty secure. And we're going to be putting the hinges on these pieces, and the door is going to be opening, you know, on that side, and the handle is going to be on this corner, so we won't have any problems with the drawers hitting the handles. And for that area, we're going to be covering it up, so like that's completely covered. And we have thought of a solution. For that corner, we're going to be putting these like boxes that my husband made out of MDF, and you know, we're gonna pull those out when we need anything and then put them inside when we don't. Could do other systems, but they were quite pricey, so this is like a good solution in my opinion. It's affordable, but it works for us, and I'm just going to be putting stuff that I rarely ever use on those, at those corners, so it works.